May 14th, 2025. This is okay. So anyway, why don't we begin? We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance to Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Okay, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I didn't show my slide. Okay. Sorry, here's the slide that goes along with that in case you didn't know the words. Okay, great. So that's all good. Don't forget to thank our hosts here at the Hazel Park Memorial Library. Randy and his team have been very generous to us and providing the space. So we're very much appreciate their contribution to keeping our club moving forward. This has nothing to do with anything, but for those people who are keeping track, if you notice, I have a laser pointer here, but if you notice, I guess, all right, we're trying to get to technology. All right, so here, this is us, May 14th, right? But 2 days ago, it was a full moon, 100%. Now, I looked out the window last night, I thought, and it was very impressive. But so for all those moon bouncers or potential moon bouncers, we're keeping track of the moon there, and hopefully that'll be something we can do soon. All right, this is our illustrious staff of volunteers, our board members here. Great group of guys. Really, this club is held together by the efforts of these people here. So we thank you very much. Today we're having elections again, and John, W-A-T-O-Y, has and Les, there he is, okay, are going to help organize the election, and we'll move forward with that and get that out of the way. And then after that, Art is going to give us his presentation, which is actually pretty cool. So in keeping with our tradition, we'll do the roll call, I guess. I'm Joe Rasnick, WB8ADX.
John, 88OD.
Bob, N8REL. Barb, 65 Les, KF8UU. Art, K8ACW. Leonard, KF8DPU.
Bill, N8, no, QBS.
Larry, KE8LXA.
Larry,
Enthusiast all
I have
around.
to look because I don't do much here. KE8JKJ.
Oh, yeah. Martin next. You're up. Martin, next.
I already did.
Yeah.
When
Mike.
they took over, it's like,
Okay, the person next to that.
okay.
Mike, KBHHC.
Barb, no call sign.
WB8AT.
KB8GC.
Brian, N8RLN.
John, W8TOY.
Hugh, KE8BED.
Dave, W8HOO. Sorry. Andrew, AJ0WX. Paul, KF8ADA. Tom, K8RMK. Robert, K6CPG.
Is that it? No, you two guys in the back there.
Yeah, we went.
You did.
Not over.
That's the smart kids back there.
Fine. Ruben.
And then don't forget the people online.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry, you want to introduce yourself, and then Jeff, and who else is on? I don't think I have everybody. Okay,
All
go
right,
ahead.
Jerry, W9 November Papa, India.
Jeff, K8 PHP.
Dennis, KB8CS.
Mike, Kilo 8 Whiskey United.
Nice. Anybody else?
John, AA8UU.
Oh, perfect. Okay, John. Mark? Okay, then.
Yay, MAF for Mark.
Oh, yeah, Mark. MAF. Yeah, all right. Anyway, so much for that. Listen, I know we've been trying to give these away for free, but the problem is nobody's claimed them. So if you know any of these people, whether they're current members or not, we've got a nice tag that they can wear at the next it's coming up soon, right? Isn't it? And yeah. Okay, so just a few things here. Open positions, help wanted, really, folks. So I just talked to do no harm. Wesley, who said that he might be able to help us here, but we need to kind of get our webpage updated. So if you have that particular skill or interest, do let us know. And also, we do have a QRZ page, which I think Murray is working on it. And so we'll check with Murray, but perhaps it could be updated a little bit as well. So just there. Now, our presentation is Art Weber, like we said, K8ACW, but we're going to just ask Art to hold on just a few minutes while we do the elections real quick, and then he has open time there. What he will be talking about is this incredible collection of screens all put together, the ham dashboard. So we look forward to that. Okay, now get down to business here. All right, I will turn it over, or you want me to just walk through these slides, or do you want to walk through this? How do you want to do this, John? All right, come on up. This is the magic communicator.
Show me.
Oh, yeah, so that's forward.
Oh,
And if
okay.
you want to, that's a
Pointer.
pointer. Yes,
Okay.
thank you. Okay.
I haven't looked at these slides yet, so. All right, these are the duties for the different, officers, the director. That's, like, he's an extra vote in case they need it for a quorum or whatever, and also, originally, he was gonna also hold all the equipment too, that's what, Bill was doing. Well, I don't know where that's going right now. And, well, you got the whole handbook here. Really, I'm only interested in the
Right,
officers.
I just want to make just 2 points. There's two, I don't want to say conflicting, but there's 2 documents. And I know that Marv was working on one of them, I think is up to date, but we not only have we don't call it the Constitution, but we also have the handbook too.
Right,
So that's why there's 2 separate definitions. They're similar, but not always the same.
but the bylaws are what take precedence.
Thank you.
Right.
That's what, the bylaw.
But the bylaws take precedent.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what was voted on. Right. Well, parliamentarian basically is make sure the rules are followed. And acts as doorman if I have to throw somebody out. Come on, smile, Hugh.
Is it clicking?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And there's secretary, basically meetings and a lot of notifications and stuff like that, corporate records. Treasurer handles all the money. That's what all that boils down to. Files reports, handles money. Second vice president is kind of like the internal vice president, you might say. So if he has to take care of the meeting or whatever.
I thought the second vice president is open.
Well, we'll find out.
The second vice president is organizing the meetings.
Right. And first vice president is #1 step away from president. So if president can't do his functions, he takes over. And take care of the member roster, member status. I think one of the two takes care of getting presentations and stuff. I thought it was first vice president, second vice president. Okay,
First vice president retains the membership.
right. And the president, well, has all the authority and runs the board meetings, runs a club, does a lot of the corporate documents and stuff like that. And tonight we're gonna vote for all those different offices. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Sorry about that. All right, Les, where are you? Well, come on over here. All right, we're gonna run the offices from top down, president down.
For nominations
Yep.
for president.
All right, we're gonna, anybody wants to be nominated for president or nominate somebody for president, I need somewhere to write. So you can stand in front of the camera.
Yeah, I'll nominate Joe,
Joe,
WB ADX.
He doesn't want the job.
And I'll also nominate Les, KF8UU.
No,
not eligible. He's not eligible.
not eligible.
Election committee cannot be nominated.
Okay.
You nominate me for
Any other nominations for president other than Joe? Online, anybody?
How about Len?
No,
Len has said.
he said he would take
didn't want
vice president,
Yeah.
but,
it. Len has said he didn't
so
want it.
nominations are closed.
all right,
for president.
so being that there's one nomination, I move that Joe be voted as president by acclamation. All in favor, say aye.
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 Anybody,
Arr.
anybody say no? Okay, Joe is president. First vice president, I think Lynn is running for it. So we have Lynn.
I think,
Anybody else?
what was Mike running for?
Mike. Who? BBC?
He's running.
Oh, no, you're talking about Mike from Clinton Township?
From Warren.
Yeah, no, he's not
BBC.
running for anything.
BDZ.
Yeah, he is. Oh, Mike, BDZ.
Yeah,
BDC.
yeah, I know he doesn't want first vice president.
Mike wants the first vice president.
Oh, I think he wanted director.
That's right, yeah,
That's
he's
right,
yeah.
that's right, he wanted.
Yeah, I don't think, yeah, he with all his Warren duties,
Yeah, okay.
he didn't,
All
he
right.
couldn't handle both. All right, so we have one nominee for first vice president. That's Len, 88
88.
88, okay.
Yeah, 88 FK.
I nominate Les, KF8UU.
Not eligible.
Not going. not
All right,
for nothing.
so same thing. I move that we approve Lynn as first vice president by acclamation. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, now second vice president. Do we have any nominations for second vice president?
Who's second vice president right now?
Brad?
Oh, no.
He
he's
can't
not-
do it.
He's not,
No, he was first vice.
He doesn't want-
Mike's second.
Oh, Mike was, okay.
I got Andrew.
Nominated.
I nominate Andrew.
All right. Do you accept Andrew, his nomination?
Is that AC0JF?
he'll
Yeah.
make a good one.
AC0 what?
AJ0WS.
AJ0.
AJ0 WF?
Whiskey X-ray. Whiskey X-ray.
Okay. Any other nominations for second vice president? I know people have told me stuff.
Les, KF8UU.
Yeah.
What is this?
All right.
Don,
Any other nominations for second vice president?
to close it now.
I move that Andrew be voted in by acclamation. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Overruled. All right, now we're gonna move on to treasurer.
I nominate Bob, the permanent
Yeah, I
treasurer.
already got that written down. Anybody else that wants to be treasurer or wants to nominate somebody for treasurer?
I nominate Les.
I nominate any, no.
One out there.
All right, yeah, of course, it's gotta have fun. All right, everybody that wants to approve Bob, N8REL for treasurer, say aye.
Aye.
Hi.
Opposed? Come on, I have one.
Hi. Just write me the check.
All right. Now. Nominations for secretary.
I nominate Ruben,
Maybe three DHW.
the permanent secretary.
It's like the
And
permanent
Les,
treasurer.
KFAU.
No,
All right. Any other nominations for secretary? All right, I'm moving to approve Ruben for secretary by acclamation. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed?
none.
Parliamentarian.
You,
You,
KEABED.
the permanent one.
Didn't get any better.
I thought you were gonna be a vice president or something. All right, any other nominations for parliamentarian?
KFAU.
No,
All right, move that he'll be accepted by acclamation. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, congratulations. Now we move on to director.
Mike, N8VDZ.
Oh, wait. He said he takes-
yeah, but he's not here. Did he accept
Nah,
it?
but
I'm
if we know ahead of time, if he notified somebody, I said it was all
Did he
right.
Yes, he
notify
did.
them?
He did by
Yeah.
email.
Oh,
Yeah. Since I couldn't find the emails that were sent to me.
Go ahead.
Joe.
Nomination, a second nomination,
Okay,
Dave. Dave.
all right.
we might have to take a
Wait,
vote.
HO?
W8.
We have to ask Dave if he accepts.
All right, any other nominations? All right, in that case, I need a knife or something sharp.
We have to ask Dave if he accepts the nomination. Does Dave accept the nomination?
Sir?
Pass out or something?
Les can do
Okay, well, that's a good point.
that. All right, Les, go pass these out to everybody. And here's a
Yeah, right,
pencil in
second
case you
there.
need a. Oh, well,
We have pencils.
got pencils.
Oh, geez.
All right, we're gonna pass out ballots. Just, write one of the two down, fold your card in half. And online, send me a chat message
My own.
or send it to Joe. Send Joe a chat message.
Who are we voting for? What?
John, can you, chat,
Yeah, who's running?
tell us, who the candidates,
What? I
Send
couldn't
it-
understand.
so who the candidates are?
Send a message to the chat.
Oh, I can't get his chat to work.
Not working?
I can't, a lot of his buttons aren't working for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Oh,
John,
There we
Who-
go.
what are the two names? We got Mike and who else?
Mike,
Dave, W8HOO.
Well, that's a cool call.
So it's Mike N8VDZ and Dave WHOO. Is that QSL?
N8
Yes.
VDZ and Dave. W8HOO. Okay, they're in chat now. You're dropping pencils on the floor, Les. Les. I thought I saw somebody type a message in already, but I don't see it.
Are we sending it to you, John, or to Joe?
To Joe. Dave, W8HOO, and Mike, N8VDZ.
No.
Nah, yeah, you can vote.
And Mike?
Mike is N8VDZ.
Unless you can't vote for yourself.
All
What?
right,
NABDC? VDG.
Very dangerous zone.
all right, here, now go around and collect all the ballots. Les, here. Hey, Les.
That's
What? Oh. The official receptacle. No, it's even later. Secret ballots.
Do I get to vote?
Yeah,
No.
you didn't get a card?
Or play golf, one or the other.
Les didn't give you a card?
No.
There we go.
It's just a Soviet butterfly. Yeah. Flat. This, is this the official ballot?
Yes, it is. Fold it in half. Yeah. That's what I did 5 years ago when Marcia first dragged me into this. That's why I have you fold it in half, so when we open them, we don't know who it is. Yeah, well, what pencil's back in there for? No. All right, well, let's do the, come around here, let's do the online ones first.
Oh. How are you doing?
Is everybody online done? I guess so.
Yeah.
All right, so let's count the ones for, don't say it out loud, just count them to yourself. Okay. And then, oh, somebody just logged in. And then for Mike, we got one. Okay.
Two
Where do you see that?
up here.
No, that was me. Oh, no, there, you're right.
Yeah, it's Mike.
Wait a minute. No, that's me.
Oh, okay, so,
That's when I put the two names in.
okay.
One, okay. All right, now. You just watch me as a com, just make sure. Oh, that was cute. There's always one in the crowd.
Several here.
All right.
Last one. Who is it that got paid $5 billion to fudge the ballots? Or is it $2 billion?
We have one spoiled ballot. If anybody wants to take credit for it.
We probably put both names on.
Or none,
Circle one or the other.
or none. Turn the blank card in. All right, so Mike, NAVDZ, 3 votes. Dave, 20 votes. Congratulations, Dave. Now I'd like to turn the meeting back over to Joe. So you can introduce Art.
Well, that was fun. A little drama in there. Okay, kind of spice things up a bit. So, and thank you, everybody. It is quite an honor to be working here. So great. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You wanted to be sticking with them.
I think that would be a terrific idea. Thanks very much. Absolutely. All right. Next up, let me just change the picture here. Next up is going to be art. Hold on.
He said the box comes.
Just a second. We got it here. Here we go. Okay. So Art is going to tell us about something that's really pretty fascinating that I
Thank you, sir.
myself wasn't aware of initially, but really cool stuff. So fresh from the southern
Key Largo, Florida.
Key Largo. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna try to operate Joe's computer. We'll see how this
Oh,
goes.
yeah, maybe I'll stay close or something. Well, we'll see. I'll sit here.
I'm gonna move this out of the way and use my
Oh,
mouse.
working. Yeah, here. Sorry. You have it plugged in?
Uh,
Yeah, right here. One more. Oh, okay. Let's take that out. Put that in. Okay. That's beautiful. All right. Don't want to lose this. Okay,
yeah, take
And
me
then-
1 minute to get set up.
sure.
I need to get to File Explorer.
Explorer. All right. You want to right up here and zero that out, or I can navigate for you if you want. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's right here. See, what happens is when you go up,
Mhm.
the cursor ends up here, so that's why we keep losing it.
Okay.
So you got to, when you miss, just come down, come straight down. There, come up a little bit. Oh, let me see it for a second. Let me just see it for a second. There it is. Right there. You see it right there?
Mhm.
Okay. Right? Does that work for you?
Okay, and I'm gonna minimize this. I think.
What are you looking for?
I want to get to File Explorer.
Oh, you know why? I'm left-handed.
I can do stuff left-handed.
So,
Windows E.
ooh, is that right? Windows E, Windows E.
There you go.
Ah,
Is it
okay.
working?
Yes,
I had no idea that was like that.
okay. Let me find my,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. I'm running this all off a thumb drive tonight. And,
The left and right buttons are inverted.
You know, I can flip them back. Why don't I do that? I know. Here, you want me to flip it back?
if you can do it real quick.
I can do it real quick. I do it all the time, so hold on a minute.
I can work a mouse left-handed, but the buttons are moved too.
Yeah. All right, so. Oh, I know. Mouse. There we go. So you should be set right now. That should be good.
Okay.
All right. Ah, shoot. Well, your mouse really moves quickly there.
It seems so cheap.
Okay,
Okay, I can
You got
get
it?
from there, I think.
yeah, take it from there.
Okay. Then I got,
I'm sure that's where you want to be.
I want to get into that later. I just wanted to have it open. And I also want to open this. Okay, that's on my screen. I gotta get it over to. And then how,
Use the, when, hold down the Windows key and use the up arrow, to pop it to the next.
let me just go to, let me start with this and we'll change as we go. Okay. Good evening, my name's Art Weber. I first got licensed in 1963. Shortly after, from novice, went to technician in general. Back in the 70s, when I was trying to start a career and find a spouse and go to grad school, I let my license expired. Got my general license back about a year and a half ago. And then last fall, I got my extra class, like most of the people, or half the people in this room probably. And what I want to show you is I'm going to give you a quick introduction to what the ham dashboard is, but I'm going to show you how to modify it to make it usable for what you want to do. It's called a ham dashboard. I could put one together for fishing in Florida where I can get tides and moon phases and weather and all that kind of stuff. You decide what you want to put on there. And we'll go from there. Okay, how do I get the picture that I've seen on my screen to the,
You want to get,
I want
There you
to bring this up.
oh, okay, hold on. Let me just grab it for a second. I'm just gonna have to drag it to the other screen.
Okay, I can do
So-
that.
How do you minimize it? Oh, I see.
There's a charge of membership records, notice his name has one B in it. And that's-
Right. I think
Oh,
would be.
yeah,
yeah.
okay, so just, oh, I know why, because was it PowerPoint? What was it?
PowerPoint, yes.
Which one is it?
It'd be the second one.
Okay.
Mhm.
That one?
Okay, we'll start with that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What is a dashboard? Basically what it is it's code that tells your internet browser, go get some information, bring it back, and so you have it at your fingertips. There are two dashboards that I found online, and the one I'm seeing on the screen is the next one from this. You said I can click it with your,
Oh, yeah.
maybe that'd be easier because I can't, what I'm seeing on my screen is
Here.
different than what's online.
What happens is, all right, you gotta go up there and just select it. Okay, try it now.
Right there.
Where's the? Oh, come on.
Okay, that's good.
Is that good?
We can start
Okay,
there.
go.
Okay. Okay. Can I was all set to do this on my laptop and this is causing a problem. How do I go back, Joe?
You know what? I think a good idea. What if I drive and you talk?
Okay, if you can back,
Tell me when to flip.
all right, can you back me up one slide on the screen?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Hold on.
Okay, good.
There,
That's
okay.
what I want to do.
Okay,
There's two dashboards available on the internet. Both of them are basically very similar. Both of them have a title line. It has a grid with a number of items on it. The second one has pop-out tabs on the side that you can customize. The other one has some tabs on the bottom. Go to the next slide, please.
okay, you got it.
Okay. The first one has got restrictions on it. And as a result of this, VA3 HDL, rewrote it from scratch, made it free and open source. And it works with Linux, Windows, Mac. Okay, let's go on.
Next.
So the choice was pretty simple. I worked with the second one, and that's also the one you'll see more online about. Next screen, please. Okay, the layout of it is the top bar has local time, date, day, spot for your call sign, grid square, and also UTC time on it. The grid has real-time images, and you can make those full screen. And they auto rotate at specified times that you set. And so my goal tonight is to show you how to modify this so that you can make it that's something that you really would want to use. There's a lot of examples of information on here. It shows how to use a video, how to embed a YouTube video, but that doesn't really help you when you're trying to work DX or whatever you do.
Oh, good,
Sure,
thank
sounds
you.
good. And go back, go to the next screen.
You're on.
Okay. If you do a Google search on ham dashboard, the first result that you get is where you go to download the software. And then there are two videos. This one is a great tutorial, and it gets a lot more advanced than what I'm going to do tonight. And then the creator has put a video also on his dashboard. And let's go to
Next one. Okay.
okay. When you go to GitHub, you download the code, you download a zip file. This is what's in there. There's some examples of dashboards. The three files that you care about are the configuration file, the ham dash, and the wheel zoom. So you're going to download them, unzip them, and you're going to put them in a file, a folder somewhere that you're going to run it out of. If you need a name for a file, I named mine ham dashboard. But as long as you have those three files in it, you can click on ham dash and start it up on your browser. Okay, I'm gonna switch here to another screen,
Want me to
hopefully.
do it? Yeah.
Yes, if
Yeah.
you can bring up, I have the dashboard up live on the internet there.
Okay, hold on, let me just, if I could just go here. On the internet?
Yeah, I brought it up already, just before we started.
Okay, hold on. On Chrome, this?
Yes,
Okay, let me put it upstairs there.
that's good, great.
Hey, go.
I'm gonna
There you go.
drive there.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the dashboard that VA3 ADL put on it. You can zoom these, you can pan them. That one doesn't pan. You can double click, make it full screen. Double click again. And it's supposed to go away. There we go. And he also has some pop-outs on the side. If you click on those, they go full screen. For example, he put his log on his. To go back, you go back. Hitting refresh is just like hitting the refresh on your internet browser. If you go and make a change to your configuration file, come back and you can refresh it. For some reason, some of this stuff's not loading. But there's a lot of interesting stuff, not really anything much ham related. And that's where I got interested in it. If we can you take me to the next
Yep.
slide that I have?
Next slide. Okay,
Yes,
back to the
please.
slides. Yep. The hard part is just finding the cursor.
Mhm.
There we go. Okay, hold on. Oh, shoot. Okay. What's up there now? Okay.
You minimize Chrome, it should be.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it's the mouse.
Okay.
Okay, go.
This is the dashboard I put together for tonight. It's based off of mine plus some other stuff. I looked at that and said, what do I really want? All these pretty things off the internet are really nice, but the bottom line is I've got pieces of paper in my desk drawer. It's got names and call letters and my CW and what have you. And I wanted to put those on and have them available. I want this to be one-stop shopping for everything I'm going to need when I'm online. So I talked to the author of this, and he told me how to, if they took and created a PDF file and put that in my ham dash folder, and I'll show you that on the file called PDF. I can call them out and I can put information, and I'll show you those live here real quickly. But anyways, I've got a lot more tabs and information. And, yeah.
Okay, it's done. Got it.
Okay.
You click on the DX plus for there, but it was tell you all the DX stations that will be on here.
Yeah, the ones that somebody is tracking and put on. I guess at this point, let me go live and
Yeah.
we can play with it.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to get back to,
Here, let me get it for you. So
take me back to Fire Explorer.
okay. Get it. I can't do.
Sure.
Okay, here we are. Okay, you got it.
Fire Explorer is up there.
Yep. Is that it?
Nope, it's up here.
You-
Up, right up here.
Up here?
One down.
Here?
Yep.
Here?
Sure.
Dashboard?
Yep. Okay, so in the folder, let's go up, we go to ham dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I stuck
Right
yeah,
here, right?
spreadsheet, yes. And now this is mine. This is the PDF folder.
Should I go up there?
Sure, open it up. I've got folders that I created. I have my originals in here. I did them on Microsoft Word. And then I saved them as PDF files. So if I want to edit it, I can go back, bring up my Word document, make the changes, and save it back as PDF. And it belongs in that file. Okay, now let's go back up one level.
Okay. To the slide. Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Got it. Hold on.
Okay, double click on ham dash. Okay, this is what I put together for tonight. Again, you can pan and zoom if you want. Double click on any of these windows, make them full screen. I get the right click pattern here. Should go back. Um, so most of them work that way. There's a couple exceptions. Uh, Obviously, the weather, I like this. It shows if there's going to be a chance of the aurora. If you're interested in trying to bounce a signal off of it, it's nice to know. This is the position of the International Space Station. You can either try to contact it or you can go outside and watch it fly by. We've got really clear skies down in the Keys, and I like to be out there at night and see things like that. What the maximum usable frequency is, the sun-moon gray line. Now, you probably haven't thought about, you're probably familiar with DX and the sun's gray line. But if you're going to bounce signals off the moon, you probably want to know where the gray line is for the moon too, because that's where you can reflect back to. The band plan, so I don't try to send sideband out from the CW band. I've included in here, you'll see if I have more than one address in a location, it'll bounce back and forth. On my dashboard, I have M59 coming into Utica because rush hour starts at 3 o'clock and I live my life based on traffic there. For tonight, I put 696 and 75 since that's the area we're at, and it'll bounce back and forth. You can look down both freeways from the cameras. Down in the bottom here, I get the cursor back. These are my PDF files. And instead of double clicking on them, if you right click on it, you should get a message that says, give me a chance to open this. Here's my cursor. Turn it down. Here, there's a top of the screen. See if I can open one of the others.
Don't use the other button. Other button.
No, I'm not trying to double click. I know I'm using Windows 11. If I right click, it asks me to open this in another tab. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it right now. But what I have is I can bring these up and it'll actually open another tab in my browser. So it's unlike these where you open and close them. It's going to stay open until I decide to close that tab, which is actually kind of convenient at times. What I have is a schedule of all the nets from the 5 clubs that surround where I'm at. I've got the information on their frequency and all that, and I can bring that up to the screen. I've got my crib sheet for CW, and if I can scroll this, it's actually more than one page. This is actually the format for CW. I have enough trouble sending Morse code without trying to remember where I am in my text. So I can read along and you know, fill in the blanks as I go. And on the repeaters, as I work somebody, write their name down on a piece of paper, eventually I update it and I put it on this sheet. And I found it, the alternate net control for the hurricane preparedness net down in Florida. And if I can catch somebody's call or half their call and their name, I know who they are, where they're at, what their name and call is. So it's just really convenient. I'm really bad with names. I probably forgot most of you that I've met already. And I just find that helpful. I hear somebody's call and I can come back and address them by name right away because I've got that information up in front of me. So like I said, this is stuff that I wanted that I thought was useful. My tabs on the side, you were asking about the DX cluster. There you go. I'm not going to spend much time on any of these. I'm going to come back to DX view. There's DX propagation from any place, any of the continents, whatever band. PSK reporter, probably familiar with that. There's another CW format if you don't like the one I have. Here's another one you can refer to that was online. If you use an FT8, it's important to know if your computer is synced with the time and you're 0.6 seconds off. That's not too bad. Okay, I'm not one to talk to you about WinLink, but there you go. Okay.
Can you zoom in?
Yes, I can. And
That's okay.
solar conditions, what conditions are in the band, they stink right now. There's an active geomagnetic storm. If you're interested in the indexes, they're there. The stuff that was on your extra class. There's another site here, Solar Ham, that goes into detail on all this stuff, and I'm not going to take the time to do that. Phonetic alphabet. If you listen to shortwave, there's a schedule and frequencies and everything called out. And NetLogger, if you work a lot of logs or a lot of the nets. To leave this, hit the back button. Other side, I have the band plan here too, in case you don't want to tie up a space on your grid. You can pull it out when you want it. This one is the situational awareness for emergency response. It's going to ask me to log in, and I'm just going to ignore it. And I can get to the information anyways. I can also, instead of going back, if I hit the next one, same thing. Here's alerts, weather alerts from National Weather Service, APRS, current weather. You want to see wherever lightning is in the world. That's kind of interesting. Again, Joe showed you the moon phase at the beginning. There it is. Want to know about winds? Right here. Whatever it says in the bottom, like 12 miles an hour out of 147. Okay, and then the last two is, this essentially tells you some of the stuff I told you already on how to access things. And there's also on any of these, this is some of the source information that's, you can display that. So, I just closed mine, I think.
And this is all free?
Yes. Yeah, the basic one from VA3. And then where I'm going is to show you how to modify it, how I created my dashboard for tonight. So I may have accidentally hit the close box on my dashboard. Can you let's go back to, oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Myself here.
Okay.
Double click on that. Okay. Okay. Let me go into my presentation. I switch back to the presentation, Joe?
Yeah.
Go over real quickly on the view graphs, and then we'll actually go into the file and I'll show that to you. Okay, next.
You want to go next? Next. Did I go too many?
Nope, that's good.
Okay.
Okay. In the ham dash file, one of the files is the configuration, the JavaScript file. If you go in and you open it in Notepad, right click on it, it'll ask you, you want to open with, or on my computer it says edit in Notepad. Either way you get there. And then the instructions for this are actually embedded in the code as comments. So it's just follow along and do what it says. Reason I'm excited about it is because this all seems complicated, but when you look at it, it breaks down to something that's relatively simple. So next slide, please.
Next slide, okay.
Okay, when you open the config, you're going to see a bunch of comments. First thing you can change is the top center bar. Okay, for tonight, I put in W8HP and the grid square. You could put your name and your call sign, or you could put your kudos name in there, whatever will fit in the space. And there's any line in here that has 2 marks in here, that's for your benefit. That's a comment. It does nothing but tells you something. So this is the grid layout. You've got 4 columns, 3 rows, right? Pretty simple, right? Next slide, please. Okay. There's 4 things you can modify: the top bar, the menus, the grids, and the duration in which they refresh. So going down the menu items, you see all these comments. Here's the format, the color code. The color code of those tabs that came out, you notice they were different colored. If you like different colors, just Google Java script color codes and you can change them. What the text is, where the target link is, and a scale factor, and whether it goes on the left side or the right side. Okay, so here's color codes. This is the title that were on those tabs. This you're not going to play with, it's already there. For example, I have the contest schedule. And here's the address for it. And magnification is 1. If it doesn't look right, make it bigger or smaller to fit your screen. Same thing, next one, DS cluster. Here's the address, magnification, color, PSK reporter. Now the difference, these are the left side menus. The difference is on the right side, add an R to the very end. It'll wind up on the right side. Okay. And if you want some of these, well, we'll get it on the next screen, please. Okay. When we get to the grids themselves, the title, the location, and for the most part, this displays graphic pictures. JPEGs, PNGs, and I'll try to show you how to find those on the pages. Down here for my PDF files, this is what I got from talking to Pablo, who was the author. You put it in an iframe, and what that does is you draw something and brings it in. In this case, I'm bringing it from my PDF file. And here's the name of the template that I showed you. The contacts, iframe, PDF file. The name of the file. Pretty simple. These files are in PDF, PDFs, and ham dash. Okay,
Okay, we got about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Well,
Yeah.
okay. Next.
Next slide.
And then the last is the image rotation intervals. This is 30 seconds, it's milliseconds, and you can adjust them accordingly. If you got a static picture, you don't want it flashing continuously. You just make it 0, like my on mine, wherever I had the PDF files, I have 0. The band plan, I have 0. I don't have to update them. They're static. Okay.
Oh, you want to?
Sure. Let me go through this because
Yeah.
I'm running out of time. Go through the presentation. If I get back, we can open the file and play with it. Back when we did the Google search on ham dashboard, this came up. This is an excellent reference. This guy explains where to find all your local weather information. If you have a ham clock or a rotor that works on your computer, you can actually bring that into a grid on your ham dashboard. Work it from there. And he also talks about local time, you can change it from the 24-hour clock to the 12-hour clock if you prefer that. Next, Joe. Back up one.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, this is my station in Utica here. I've been working a lot of FT8. This is a 45-inch TV that came with the room, and I went on Marketplace and got a couple 32-inch monitors for next to nothing. My computer is right here. It's mounted on the back of the monitor, and it's got outputs for 3 monitors. It's $150, runs on Windows. Get it from Amazon, and it's just dedicated for that. So this is my UHF, VHF, my Icon 7300, my amplifier, my HF. And I thought I'd throw this in too. I have a 40-foot mast in the back, in ground support on the garage, 12 guide wires. Starting at 40 feet is my 17-foot diamond antenna for 2 meters and 440. Below that, I have 2 pulleys up here, and I have hand wheels here that I crank things up on each side. So over here I cranked up my inverted beast with 40. I use that for 40 and 15. And this is my 6-meter cubicle turnstile that I just put up last weekend. I pulled that up with the other pulley. Okay. When I'm operating, if you're familiar with FT8, this is all obvious to you. This is where these are stations that I'm receiving. My receivers picking them up, sending them to my computer, they're decoding them and displaying them based on what their grid square was. Not even sure what band I'm on here. But this is who I'm hearing. Next screen. This is WSJT. This is what's being sent online. Here's messages. Yellow are things I've sent. Purple, I've got it color coded. This is a country I don't have worked or confirmed. And here I worked, the red are my signals. Here I worked at this country in India when I was putting this together. And as soon as I pick them up, this comes up from QRZ and I can do some other queries on there, but let's go to the next one, please. Oh. Okay, on my third monitor on the TV set, I have my dashboard, next screen. Okay. This is PSK report. This is all the people that just heard me from the world and are connected back through the internet to report it. So I can go to DX view and see where the propagation should be. I can see, I know who I'm hearing. I can see who's hearing me. If I see a lot of people coming in from Europe and nobody's hearing me in Europe, no use wasting my time trying to work Europe. All right, so it all comes back that way. The set, I think. Next slide. Yep, and then I also on that same monitor, I have my my log. QRZ works seamlessly with WJST. It comes up for me to automatically log it when I complete a contact. So this was, you see I jump from band to band. I have the antenna I didn't show you, if I have 125-foot end fed up that I can work 160 through 10 on.
Okay.
And in a year and a half, these are the countries I've worked toward my DXCC. I'm working on 160, 80, and 60 yet. And this is my workout states progress. I did 2 states yet on 60. I'm working on 160 and 6 meters, trying to fill those in. I think. Okay. Yep.
Thank you, Art. Thank you very much.
All right.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. Okay, so quick.
A learning curve on that, but when you start working with it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I had the advantage that I did a quick certification about the program in Florida, and I was playing with nobody.
Thank you.
Plus, it was information I wanted to find out what I could put on that I could use. And the more I got into it, the more I've got a couple other files there of. I have another file that just all my overflow from this that I couldn't fit in that you can select from and move it on to your dashboard if you want.
All right, so quickly here, I just want, we have a lot to talk about, but we're not going to talk about a lot. But what I do want to talk about is field day. Field day, everybody. Is John still on here? AA8UU?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Okay. John, you there?
Yeah, I'm here somewhere.
Okay, I've got a couple slides that we pulled from previous field days at Scout Park. Can you see the screen? You want to talk to him? We got about 20 minutes.
Well, we're organizing it now, and hopefully we'll get a tent again this year about where that ARRL thing is. And we usually put up a tower there. We're thinking of just running a 3 alpha this year, which would be 3 HF stations, a VHF station, and a GOTA HF station. Yeah, and that back up to that antenna layout there. Yeah, we just didn't have a lot of operators last year, and so that's why we thought we'd just run one less HF station. That's the approximate layout of the antennas, although the 80-meter one will be off to the left. There's the field over there. And
the baseball field over here somewhere.
yeah.
And then what else we got?
Everything else.
What do you got for 10 meters?
What was that?
I didn't see a 10 meter in town. That the field is like right back in here. Is that what you're talking about? That baseball field, right?
Yeah, we'll be back in the outfield there. There's a couple of trees there. I used it before.
I was asking about 10 meters. I know that we have it on the beam, but do we have a separate dedicated or just on the beam?
Did you hear, Reuben? The question, the question is about 10 meters. Do we have a separate beam or,
Antenna or just the beam?
oops, what
Yeah,
happened?
go back to that one, Joe. There you go. Yeah, the one that says tower there, that's a tribander. And then we'll have like this 20 and 15 meter. I'm really trying to find a multi-trap vertical, but the fan dipole up there on the left, that's for the GOTA station, and that's 10 through 40 meters for the GOTA station. And then these two where you see 15 and 20, those can be loops that are set up vertically polarized, or and we could put a 10 meter in there too. We've sometimes done that, depending on the bands, which we'll end up using. But usually the 40 meters day and night band, and the 80s just at night. The tribander can go up and down. Hopefully, too, with 3 alpha, we can keep on separate bands a little better, since there'll be 3 HF stations and then 1 GOTA on HF. So that's 4 HF stations. So in theory, you could have them all spread out on different bands and no interference, which is the one thing you got to watch on field day is the different stations getting into each other. So,
The one thing, God, what's going on here? This is from 2021, but we're about, what are we, May 14th here? So we got about a month and a half, 43 days, roughly. I mean, here it's June 27th, but I think, what is it this year? 26 or something like that, but just want to point that out. So it's right around the corner. So anybody interested, we got to start thinking about stuff.
yeah, my email's on QRZ8UU. Just email me. I've got volunteers for most of the equipment. I'm still looking for maybe another computer and a VHF station, but I think we can. There's no big mysteries right now. Like I said, go ahead.
Are we gonna, for the VHF station, I know that in the past we've done a 6-meter beam on top of the tribander. Is that what we're gonna do again?
Yeah, we'll do that for sure. And if we do a 2-meter, it'll have to be on a separate pole.
Yeah, so for 2 meters, do you have any sort of horizontal polarized 2-meter or?
No, it'd horizontal for all that VHF stuff. But usually we don't get much on 2 meters anyway. So, and some years 6 meters really good, and some years it's not. But last couple of years it's been pretty good. So
good. I just want to do a little promo here for CW operators. Now would be the time to start practicing, kind of get that speed up a little bit. And here's some pictures from some other...
There you go, Jerry. You got Jerry and Marv and Mike, WD8S, or real CW ops.
Yeah.
So
I mean, even if you do a couple contacts, CW, let's go for it. Enough FT8. All right.
Yeah, we'll do FT8, CW, and phone hopefully on all the HF state. Well, with the possible exception to GOTA, probably just be phone.
Look at this guy in the background there. It's Marv.
Yeah, that was a tent down.
Oh, and that's some of the other guys. So all right, so that's what it kind of looks like, right? And then you got, oh, come on.
Yeah, there's the tower.
That's the tower. That is the tower. So
Bob's drinking.
the Tower of Power, so. Those are all the slides I have, John, for right now.
Yeah,
But
that's
again, what's your email again, John?
AAUU@ARRL.net.
Excellent.
Or
So,
just AAUU on the QRZ and it'll pop up there too.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, John. And we're looking forward to that. I'll be out there helping with antennas this year, so looking forward to that. Although I don't know if I'll be climbing very many trees, but anyway. All right, John, thanks again. And also, we have other things to talk about, which we will at a later time. Okay, thanks. So we're almost at the end here because we got to tear down. But real quick, Bob, did you want to say a few words to the folks there? If you do, now would be a time. I mean,
Well, I don't
Just-
really need to say very much because we did not really spend anything in the month of April. We spent less than $100. Most of that, of course, was just the phone line into the repeater, which was $61. And then we had a small expense on the website of about $28, and that the rest was just PayPal fees for the dues that were paid through PayPal. Dues payments were pretty good in April. They were more than we budgeted, just a little bit, and they should have been a little higher. But I mispaid my dues in April, as I should have, but I paid them in May. So anyway, at the end of the month, we had 5,800 and, well, if you count the amount that's still sitting in our PayPal account, we have $5,850 and change.
What did we budget for field day?
None of your business.
Notified when our membership expires?
Your business.
I'm sorry, what?
right here, right here.
That didn't work for him.
I think-
Where's field day? Somewhere.
Some people have and some haven't, so I can't.
The third one down.
That's a first class president thing. You know, so I don't have a list of the people's memberships expire, so I don't send that out. It will be the first vice president. But I think someone in the past meeting said that, yeah, they did get it. Anyhow.
All right. All right.
Check on the website.
Thank you.
It
Then,
tells you if you're like past due or whatnot. It'll tell you when you will expire if you don't, but I don't see any notifications because mine expired and I paid last week or something.
okay. All right. Let me just take 2 minutes. I just want to give everybody an update. Is that it? You're good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just give everybody an update on our big project coming up. This is just, we're going to have everything online. And so we're using a combination of Zoom and Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams primarily for storage of where stuff is. And Zoom, of course, has a superior two-way conferencing capabilities. So what we'll have is, so we have we'll have the project. This is the grant project, and you can see it's a phased approach. So the first phase will be the antenna replacement project. While that's going on, the IP networking team is going to pull together an update for what we're going to need in terms of what's currently existing and what we're looking towards in the future. In particular, setting up the wireless link between the VHF and UHF sites, which will be a template for future connections to other networks. And then, of course, we'll have the VHF repeater rack will get sorted, then the UHF, and then finally the link in between the two. Now, we'll have, using this, we have an area for posts and interesting things like our technical goals and all that sort of stuff. Then we'll have a common place where we'll keep all the files. So all the files are public. You know, in a project like this, it's very easy. Come on. I don't know why this is not behaving here. What? I do need a new computer, but don't say it now because if the computer hears it, it's liable to, I don't know. Honestly, it's so frustrating sometimes, but we'll have a place where we have all our files. We do not want to be working off of files that have been updated and you didn't know they were updated and you didn't get the copy or you didn't look it up like me. I got the copy, but I didn't see it. So all the official documents will be in one place where anybody who's registered here and then the same can access them. And the same thing's going to happen with the various photos. We've got 1 million photos, for God's sakes. So again, this is like taking on a mind of its own here. Anyway, so I just wanted to go quickly here, just to give you an idea. What is it? Oh, okay. And then we won't, Len's not here today, so we won't go into quite that. I do want to just point out one quick thing and then we're out of here. Is just to remind everybody that we have for about $350, we have this terrific combination here. All this is included for that one price, by the way, including the automatic antenna tuner, and this goes out, the tuner part goes out near the antenna. All right, so the rest, I mean, this is what we have where it's up for sale in our store, right? And we have that sort of stuff. Thank you very much to John, WATOY, for doing all the great work and getting this all online. And that's it, I guess. So we'll do the rest next time. All right. Listen, thank you very much. Sorry, we ran a little over, but okay.